students, Melissa here, your assistant dean. I'm here to share with you some important information that we think you should know before starting your spring 2020 semester. We are so excited that you are here, and we hope that you had a wonderful winter break and a happy new year. Please stay tuned for some information, and if you have any questions, please reach out to us. We're more than happy to answer whatever questions you have. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you all for completing your first semester at Cal State Fullerton. Yes, you did it, and that's awesome. And some of you probably had a really amazing semesters, and others probably had some issues going on, which is okay. We're just so excited that you are here with us again for another semester, and whatever we can do to support you, please just let us know, okay? In this video, I'm going to recap a few things for this upcoming semester for spring. We're going to go over some of the requirements, some of the concerns students had over the requirements, some financial aid information, scholarship, the TGS Center, and a few other things. So please stay tuned, watch till the end. I really hope that we can provide you as much information as you need before the semester gets started. It was a really great semester, and I know that the beginning got started off a little rocky with some students not really being sure about this program and how they got started. So I hope that by now that your questions have been answered. And if not, please know that we are always here to support you. You can always reach out to us, email us at tgs@fullerton.edu. We're going to be revamping our website so that way you have all the information you need on there as well. And now that this upcoming semester, we're going to hopefully have our center fully open, that you can come in and stop by and visit us at any time. And so I'll tell you more about that later. Outside of that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the requirements. I know a lot of students had so many questions about the requirements, and that's okay. We are here to answer all your questions. So at this point, you probably should have received an email about your updated requirements. The email is intended to provide you just an overview of where you stand. It is not to tell you to hurry up. It is not to reprimand you in any way. It just wants to inform you where you stand with your TGS requirements. And so you're gonna see that there's a column of the requirements. Then you will see the next column will overview how you stood in fall. And then the next column, the third column, is going to share with you what you need to do for spring. And so some students were able to finish all of their events after the changes of adjusting the events. Some students have completed all of your events, so that's great. If you haven't, not to worry, you still have plenty of time. I do want to share with you that the event list is not the full and comprehensive list. This is just a list to help you get started, because there's so many events on campus that sometimes it can get a little confusing and lost as to where to start. And so Shannon and I compiled this list just so that you have a reference to start with for a few events to give you some ideas. Please know that any department and any program, any college that offers events do qualify for your events. And if at any point you do have any questions whether the event that you want to go to qualifies for this, please feel free to email us or stop by, and we'd be more than happy to clarify for you. Some students did have a hard time meeting events. I know that some of you work, whether you work full-time, part-time, have 2 jobs, maybe you're taking more units than you expected, and that's okay. As long as you're in communication with us, we are more than happy to accommodate or find ways to help you meet the requirements. That's what we're here for. So please do not hesitate to reach out to us. I will continue to let you know that, because I want you to know that for any reason, any questions you may have, we will do our best to answer them. So some students have felt that if you didn't meet the requirements for fall, that you just needed to opt out, or that you can be a part of the program. That's not true. I really hope that you still know that you are part of the program. Unless you have heard from us or have had us reach out to you about the program requirements and letting you know about your standing in the program, you're okay. So if you have any concerns about that before you make any moves on the program itself, please just let us know, and we can sit down and clarify anything for you. We are also on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is @CSUF_TGS. We do our very best to share whatever information we can on there. There are tons of departments on there that share their events, any scholarships that they may have, job opportunities. We're trying really hard to share that information with you as well. And so if you follow us on there, you can also have an additional way to get information from us. I do ask questions on there. I want to see how students are doing. I do try to answer questions on there as well. So if you're on Instagram, please follow us. If you're not, it's okay. And so please follow us. Please read our emails, our newsletters. We try our best to share with you as much information as possible. All right, your grade cards. So some of you are doing absolutely great and turning those in on time, and that's awesome. And if you haven't, I really want to share with you why the grade cards are really important. I tell students that it's intended to do multiple things. One, it's intended for you to get comfortable with reaching out to your professors, getting to talk to them, having them get to know who you are and acknowledge you as a student in their class. And so it's intended for you to be able to just get familiar with talking to your professors. Second, it's allowed to give you an idea as to what your grades are at this point in time. Last semester we did 2 because we were kind of experimenting with it, getting you used to what it's like, trying to see when would be the best time for us to start intervening in any way. And so this upcoming semester we've decided that in early February we're going to start dispersing. Grade cards are going to be available for disbursement. And so we'll probably pick them up or at least request for them to be given to us in mid-February. And so the reason why we're doing this is not to in any way reprimand you for your grades. It's for us to be able to see how we can support you if you need support. So for example, let's say that you thought you're doing really good in the class and it turns out you might not be doing as well as you thought. And so let's say you're getting close to a C-, getting close to a D, or maybe D to F. When we do these grade checks, when we get all of the grade cards, what we do is that we put it into our system and then we see what students are in that same category. And if at any point we start noticing that that maybe there's a few students in the same class, then maybe we can reach out and say, hey, there's a few other TGS students, the same class, would you like to start a study group? Or as some of you saw, or some of you experienced this past semester, what we did is that we were able to see what are some of the students' needs for these. And then some of them came up to be time management, how to study, how to get used to college courses. And so what we did is that for the students who had a little bit of lower grades, we did some workshops, and we were able to answer questions such as, what happens if I fail my class? What are the next steps? I'm not really sure how to study. What are some study skills? Time management. That was a big one, especially for some of you that work or have other responsibilities or have lots of classes. And so we were able to do a mini series of workshops to help answer these questions for you and provide you with some tools. And so we want to continue to do that. We want to be able to check in with you and see what are some of the ways that we as TGS can support your success in these classes, whether it's connecting you to resources, to tutoring, to support services, or even just talking through some options. That's what the grade cards are for, and that's why they're so important, because it allows us to help you stay accountable to staying above the GPA. Now, some students have been concerned about the GPA requirement, and if you do fall under the 2.5, again, we are not going to kick students out immediately. We want to talk to you. We want to make sure that things are okay, and how can we support you. And if you happen to get on probation, which is okay, we would like to see you succeed. And so you will be hearing from us. We will be talking to you about what your next steps are, what you need to do to get out of probation, what resources you might need. And so please know that you always have options that you can come to us and talk to about. That's exactly what we are here for. All right, the next one, requirements. So for TGS, one of the requirements is to meet with us. And so last semester, we employed the support and the help from all of your colleges. And so some of you were able to do your one-on-ones with someone in your college. And that's awesome. You got to meet someone and know that you had direct services and support from there. But this semester, Shannon and I are gonna be meeting with you all. And this time we're gonna be offering a a wide variety of ways that you can meet with us. And it's going to be so much easier that we have a center, so that way you are right there. You can always come in and we can schedule things a little bit easier. We will be doing individual and group. And so hopefully we're going to give everyone the option that you can decide if you want to meet with one of us individually or if you want to meet with a group of students, so that way we can check in, see how you're doing, and how can we continue to create this program around your needs. We're also going to be doing for students who need it video, so that way we can do an over the online meet and talk. For some of you who might not know, the platform that Cal State Fullerton uses is Zoom. I'll try to have the link somewhere around here to go to IT, download Zoom, and have it in case if that might be something for you. So a lot of you have had advising questions, and we love hearing all your questions and seeing how we can help. Please make sure that you are meeting with your advisors. It is really important that you are on track and you are taking the right courses you need. And sometimes it is within your major that they are the ones that can lift some certain holds, that they have access to answer some very specific questions in your situation, or know what classes you may need to retake or alternatives. So please make sure that you are meeting with your advisor. The last thing we would want is that you're taking classes that you might not need, and that way we're getting you on track to graduate in a timely manner. All right, so financial aid. I know a lot of you have a lot of questions. We are working with financial aid to see how we can best support you, but we do want you to know that the deadline for your FAFSA is coming up. It's going to be March 2nd. We recommend students not wait till the very last minute, because we want you to have the best opportunity to receive the best amount of your financial aid. And so the sooner you submit your paperwork, the better. Don't wait till March 1st. You never know if systems go down or if there's any issues or any paperwork that you thought you had and then you didn't. And if there are any issues or any questions you have, again, please come out to us. We are more than happy to walk you through the process and introduce you to who you may need to talk to if it's a more complicated issue. We can definitely help you out with that, okay? All right, so scholarships. I know a lot of you are very interested, and so there's quite a few processes for scholarships. We do have an online portal, and I can show you in a link above. That way you have access to all of the scholarships on campus. Now, I do want to let you know ahead of time that these are not all the scholarships. These are just all the ones that are using the online system. We are working on getting you a list of scholarships for each of your colleges and maybe some other departments and special populations that have scholarships. Please keep an eye out for those. We are more than happy to help you with the application process for any scholarships you might be interested in, whether they're on campus or off campus. And so we will be sharing with you a list of those scholarships for your colleges. So please be on the lookout in your email for that. You will be receiving one from me. That way you can apply to scholarships as soon as possible as well. And you can find it on your Titan portal, and it'll be on the scholarships tab. And once you click on that, it'll open up, you sign in, and then you can have access to all the different scholarships you may qualify for. Again, if you have any questions about the process, about any, how to write your statement, any documents you may need to have, please reach out to us, and we'd be more than willing to walk you and sit down and walk you through the entire process. All right, so this is what I'm really excited about. We are working so hard on getting a new center designed for you all to come and hang out. Right now, it is kind of empty, and so we're going to be borrowing some furniture just for the beginning of the first few weeks of school, so that way you all have a place to go and hang out and talk, and just, have a place to be. We will be getting brand new furniture, so until the order is done, we will keep you all informed as to what the process will be for that. But please know that we are so excited, and it's going to be on the second floor of the library. I'll send you more details in an email. It's going to be so exciting having all of our students in one place that they can go hang out, study, meet new people. We're going to have most of our resources there, so that way you can always have them. So please keep an eye out for that, and we hope to see you. It's going to be really exciting. Okay, next one, federal work study. Some of you have been interested in working on campus, and so we've been encouraging students to, when you fill out your FAFSA, to check the little box that says, are you interested in federal work study? Not all departments, but a lot of departments do hire through federal work study. So you don't need to have federal work study to work on campus, but it does open up your opportunities to work at other places that only hire through federal work study. Federal work study is connected to your financial aid. And so they give you a sum of hours or money that you can work through on campus. And so if you get hired through work study, they are able to pay you out through there instead of like through the department's budget. And so a lot of departments is beneficial, so they like to hire through that. And so we've been encouraging students to check that little box, because you never know if you want to work on campus and the job you want to get only hires through federal work study, that at least you have that opportunity. We are working with students. You may have received my email over the break to see who's interested in working on campus, and we have a list of other staff that might be interested in hiring students. And so we've been reaching out, and we found that some students don't have federal work study, and so we can't connect them with certain positions. But again, this doesn't stop you from working on campus. There are plenty of other departments and jobs that don't require federal work study, but we just want to make sure that you are eligible for as much as possible, as many opportunities as possible. So just make sure you do that on your financial aid application as well. Okay, so it's coming to the end of my video. I just want to give you some last minute little information. We are hoping to have a pizza and syllabus party. This is kind of one of those time management techniques that we've shared with some students. Your syllabus is your guide to your classes. They are so important, and I'm sure some of you have realized in your classes how important it is. If you haven't, it is pretty much your guidebook through the course, and so it is so important. Most of them, if not all, they should have any important deadlines, any important processes, your teacher's expectations, has all kinds of really good information. And so we thought that it would be really good that we have a pizza party while we sit down and maybe help you all look over through your syllabus for each class, and then maybe put important dates on there. It's just a time to set aside so that way you can get yourself organized as the semester's getting started. I know that some students have had a hard time adjusting to the demands of some of their classes, and the assignments and the timelines, especially once you're taking a lot of courses and you have work. And this is a really great time management practice that we encourage students to do. And so we're hosting it in our new center, so that way we can help you facilitate the process. If you have any questions, we're more than happy to answer, and you can have some pizza and just hang out and talk to other new people. I am working to see if we can get some more agendas of those little Cal State Fullerton planners for our students, and so please keep an eye out for that. That way, if you don't have one, that we'll have one there for you, so you can just take. It is going to be on the second week of school. It is going to be January 28th. That's a Tuesday, and January 29th, and that's a Wednesday. It's going to be from 12 to 1 in our center, and that's in the second floor of the library. And so we will send you more details and information, but we want you to be there, even if you just go there just to have some pizza and talk to us. That's totally okay. And so if agenda's not your thing, then we can talk about other ways that can help you stay accountable to your courses and to the workload and the demands of your class. So please show up and just have some fun. And lastly, please make sure you're checking your emails. That is the best way that we are communicating with you, especially as some of you might not be on campus from 8 to 5 when we're available. If you want to come in and ask questions, sometimes it might be hard, so we try our best to send out the information that you need. Some of you get really detailed or specialized emails from us, just depending on your circumstances or any opportunities that are specific for you. So please make sure that you are checking your emails. That is our biggest way to communicate with you. And again, as you've probably noticed, a lot of departments are connecting with you through your email as well. It is a very common practice in school and university to use email. So we ask that our students are using their email as often as they can. All right, so that's it for me. If some of the things that I talked about prompted some questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Again, our email is tgs@fullerton.edu. You can also email us if you have our personal email. Again, we'll try to get all that information to you now that we have our center, and you'll have a place to come see us. And I am so happy that you are entering your second semester. This is amazing. We are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see what the semester comes up. We have a lot of things going on, and so we're looking forward to it. All right, so that was pretty much it, and I really hope that this video was somewhat informational. Please know that you can always reach out to us. We are here to help you, or even just to talk. We're here just to support you in whatever ways we can. If you like this video format, if you want more information this way, or me to answer some more questions, please let me know, so that way we can continue to do this. We are probably going to do this on Instagram or Facebook, so that way we can do some either live sessions or open forum. However, we are so open to figuring out ways to best communicate with you all the information that you need to have a very successful year or future years here at Cal State Fullerton. And so I look forward to seeing you all again at the spring 2020. We're so excited that you're here, and that we're looking forward to what this semester brings for all of us. All right, bye, see you soon.